Good morning. Yes, it is still morning here, and I am heading out the door because Aldi's has a really good buy this week. Yeah, in their ad, they have canning jars at a very good price. So I'm gonna run and see if I can get, they're $7.49 for a pack of 12. Yeah, I'm gonna run there because this ad just came out yesterday and hopefully we still have some. So I'll talk to you in just a little bit. Well, that worked out well because the pint size at Aldi for a 12 pack was $7.49, and the quart size for a pack of 12 was $9.99. They didn't have any of the jelly jar size, or I would have got those too. But anyways, yeah, that was a good thing. I didn't really anticipate needing more jars, but yeah, I'm gonna need more jars. Anyways, I think I'm just about where I need to be, and I will talk to all you folks in just a little while. I just had to stop for a minute and give a great big thank you once again to Maniac Gammy at Maniac Gammy's Homestead. She is one special lady. I don't even know how to explain why she gave me this stuff, except to say that if you are a content creator on YouTube, you know that YouTube used to provide video editing where, through YouTube, and now they no longer do that. Well, that made everybody kind of have to scramble in order to edit their videos, right? Anyways, I just happened to mention to her that I use my movie maker and that it's a free download, and I sent her the link. Well, she downloaded that and she had a few questions and we talked back and forth on Messenger, and that was about it. And I found it a blessing to be able to help someone. So for me, it was just a really nice time to be able to communicate and help somebody. And this is what she did. She sent me a package, but she sent me this card, and she says, "Good morning. Hope this card finds you with lots of sunshine down your way. Here's a little thank you for all the help you've gave me in getting Movie Maker going. Have a blessed day." And in that package was this box, and in the box was some very special stuff. And this is a scrubby. It says that it's great for washing dishes, veggies, and much more. Just put it in the top rack of your dishwasher, or you can throw it in your laundry. And it's got one of those little scrubbies, and it's crocheted. And the next thing she sent me was a beautiful crocheted wash rag for dishes. And these are great. I don't know if you've ever used those that are crocheted, but these are wonderful for washing dishes. And then, back when she was picking some of her mints, she was talking about all these different mints, and I didn't even I've heard of peppermint and I've heard of spearmint, but I never heard of some of them, and I had said that to her. So look what she sent me. Apple mint, and you can smell this through the bag, it's wonderful. And she sent me ginger mint that she's dried. And I just think that is so sweet because she did not have to do that. Shipping is not cheap. But these things, this means a lot to me. And I just want to thank you. Thank you so very much, because this was above and beyond what you needed to do. Anyways, I'll talk to you all in just a little while. Well, as you can see, the canner is on my stove, and I am finishing up the last of those tomatoes. I have 5 quart size jars in there and 2 pint-and-a-half size jars in there. So when that's done, hey, my tomatoes are done, and that is a good thing. I had a late start today because, remember, I went to Aldi's, and then my husband's schedule at work got all changed around, so he ended up getting up like oh my gosh, 3.5 hours earlier. So he had to go to bed 3.5. It was just, yeah, you know, these kind of days are not good on either of us because we're kind of those type of people that like our routine. We don't like it disturbed too much. But anyways, I'm just thrilled that it's over with. It was a great experience and one that I will continue to do. But now I want to move on to jellies. So anyways, I'll talk to you after a little bit. For today's devotion, I want to thank a lovely lady named Joyce Roach, and she allowed me to use her devotion that she had posted on her Facebook page. Often, trials of life confine our minds and hearts so that we become bound in prison, the prison of unbelief, joyless living, selfishness, despair, and defeat. This is when we begin to tell God what we need, what He should do for us. I don't believe that this is the key for unlocking our prison. The key is to ask, what can I do for the Lord? Acts chapter 16, verse 25 says, "And at midnight Paul and Silas prayed and sang praises unto God, and the prisoners heard them." Evidently, Paul and Silas weren't trying to be quiet in the jail. Evidently, they prayed and sang loud enough that a crowd of prisoners listened to them, amazed that two men in stocks, having been beaten and no doubt were a sight to behold, would seem so cheerful and full of faith. While in jail and at midnight. Truly, singing, giving praise, and prayer are the least we can do, and they are the key for unlocking the prison. If you know this story in Acts, you'll remember that Paul and Silas didn't jump up and run from the prison when the door was miraculously unlocked. They stayed in the prison because that's where they were meant to minister to at the time. Notice how our verse ends, "And the prisoners heard them." Many of the other prisoners were blessed because Paul and Silas did what they could at least do in the moment. Many of us are living in prisons with trials and times of suffering. The question I want to pose to you is, your prison still locked because others are listening? And with that, I want to remind you, life happens. Let's enjoy it. Paul and Silas discovered their theology, and it carried them through the darkness of the night. Because anyone can sing, "Shout to the Lord" when life is good, and you've got money in the bank, and your marriage is strong, and your kids are doing well. You're happy in your job, and you love your church, and all is right in the world. If, with Paul and Silas, you can sing praise to God at midnight in prison, then what you got is real. God bless. And I'll talk to you tomorrow.